I'm going to talk about effective decision making in uncertain situations. And I don't know, the topics they gave me are very broad, so I just narrowed them down to our scene area in business perspective. So, effective decision making in uncertain situation, a business perspective. So, first off, we're going to ask, what does decision making under uncertain conditions involve, right? It means that you are making decisions without having complete information, or being in a situation where you are not used to. It's just like I said, for example, there you are steering a ship through a dense fog, or you are driving car through mist. When you are driving on a road and there's a lot of mist. So it's like that when you're taking a decision in uncertain situation. It means that when you're driving that kind of car, or it means that you must have had the road map on your head, so you can take decisions around when you are making in that kind of scenario, right? So how do you make decisions? Number one, you need to accept uncertainty. You need to understand that in a business setting, sometimes things might just come up. In a business setting, sometimes some situations might just arise that you need to act in a certain way, right? So you have to accept that there has to be uncertainty in business, and when there is uncertainty in business, you have to know how to make decisions in that kind of landscape. So it means you have to be adaptable. You need to learn how to adapt in those situations, and you need to try to balance your intuition with the available data, with the available information that is there. So let's say now, for example, somebody comes to the office and then they want to do something. We don't have that price list in our, we don't have that service on our price list, but it is something that we can offer. So your intuition now will come, oh, how do I price this? How do I offer this? What do I see? How do I act in this moment? So you now use the available data and your intuition to make your decision. So that's why you need to be adaptable, and you need to have to balance your intuition with the available information. And like I said, data is king when it comes to making decisions in uncertain times, right? Let's say you must have had a track record of, okay, let me put this scenario of weather conditions. How do weather predictions work? They study the climatic condition in an area for a period of time, right? Let's say 100 years ago, this is how the weather in Katampe has been behaving. So you can now predict, okay, in the next 1 week, this is how the weather will be based on what has been happening around the climate. So that's how you can use data to make informed decisions in uncertain times, right? So that's where I put predictive analytics there, but it's more of intuition. So you see, like I said, people are the ones who create uncertain conditions. But if you learn how to read people's behavior, you can now predict, oh, this is how this person usually acts. So I can say that in a way, this is how it is going to go. Like what Femi was saying with the other wedding we did. From the way they acted during the meeting we had, Femi was like, this wedding is not going to go straight. So you can see. So what the onus now falls on us, that okay, we have to be prepared that everything will not work according to plan. So we have to have a backup plan of whatever of the backup plan. So that's how you make decisions, because there's already available data. You look at how people behave, and then you make sure that you have a backup plan, right? So another thing you can do in uncertain conditions is use decision making frameworks, like what we do here: SWOT analysis, strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and then what's the other one? The final one. Anyways, the T. So and then decision trees. If this, that, if that, right? Yes or no, and all that. And then risk assessment, learning to do that. So, and then systematic evaluation, evaluate options and outcome in a structured manner. If I take the decision, what will be the outcome? If I take the decision, what will be the outcome? Okay, this person, okay, like over the weekend, somebody has been calling me. I want to speak to MD. I want to speak to MD. I'm like, you cannot speak to MD. I'm the one in charge of operations of the. I didn't put it that way, Sha, but I said, I explained to the person, okay, The only way you can be able to speak to him is when I've given you a solution and you're not satisfied with that solution. Then I can now link you up to him, but you cannot just go direct. Well, then why am I there, right? So if I take the decision, what will be the outcome? So I try to explain to the person, and the person is not even coming here today to come and speak to me. So that's how you take decisions. Those kind of dispute. And then other things is you can use other mind tools, right? A mind tool that people used to use a lot in business is the Pareto analysis. That's 20-80 rule. 20% of actions that will give you 80% of results, right? And then brainstorming and then cost benefit analysis. MD used to say that in a lot, that if your cost is higher than the benefit that you're going to do, it's as if you're running a charity. So what cost is going to make you? So these things now, I'm talking about business because in the office we encounter these problems a lot. Somebody will come and will ask you for pricing and all that reduction. Normally MD will not give less than 5% or 10% discount. So the limit of what you can go to, right? And we don't have this service, but okay, this is how much I can give you as a discount, because normally that's the costs. We already have like a baseline of whatever it is you have to do. So if you have all those things, you can now make decisions in uncertain situations that are not planned for, right? Sorry. Another way to make decisions like that, when it comes to in a team, in uncertain situations, you have to collaborate and empathize. We've said it here a lot, that we need to learn how to collaborate, learn how to accept diverse perspectives, so that it will not be as if you are you're a dictator, right? Learn how to collaborate and also manage emotions, recognize control of emotional response to uncertainty, and then cultivate resilience and stress management skills to handle pressure. In a team, when there is an important decision to be made in an uncertain time, this collaboration and empathy is very, very important, so that at the end, when you now make decision, you will not end up hurting your team members. And also, you need to learn how to lead without authority. That's very, very important. A friend of mine was saying one time that you do not people don't value when you always demand respect, right? When you demand, oh, you have to respect me, I'm older than you, this and that. But the way you act will now command respect from people. So in such a way that you do not use your office like, oh, I am this, don't talk to me like that. So you have to encourage people to, by the way you act, will command respect from them. That's how I can put it, right? When people know that, anytime I come to Jerry, he solves this problem, or anytime I go to Femi or Blessing or Virtue or whoever it is, he solves this problem. So you will now command the respect in that aspect, that okay, this guy is a solution provider in this aspect. Not that you now be like, why didn't you come to me? This and that. It's not the best way to deal with it. So, like I said, one thing I put there, leadership in uncertain times often requires guiding without direct authority and relying on influence on others. Another thing is, leading without authority has another phase too. When your supervisor is not there, when your manager is not there, so how do you lead without the authority above you? So that's when you now implement the other frameworks I said in the other place. So finally, you have to be prepared and also be adaptable, informed, and also quick thinking. You have to think very fast in such situations where it's not an ideal condition. So that's what will help you to manage and take better decisions in the business environment. Yeah. Thank you.